Our ship has been completely swallowed up. The bridge, residential quarters, and the engine room have been engulfed by the crystals. Fortunately, the Dread platform and the Reg system suffered no damage. We're in the middle of cleaning up and installing the new database. The spread of Paxis Progma seems to have finally reached its peak. The bridge has stopped sliding and is currently situated just outside the ship's garden. All changes to the ship have apparently ceased for now. Your report, Maya?
Thank you, Buzan. The 3 dreads that were swallowed up and transformed by the Paxis Progma no longer fit in any of our standard platforms. We've modified the cargo bay on the men's side and we're storing them there. When making those modifications, we discovered that their ship hasn't been used for quite a long time. The circuits and cables are decayed and useless.
The main problem is our current location. It's hard to believe, but we're a long way from Majer. In fact, we're in a completely different nebula. It will take approximately 270 days to return.
What did we do to deserve being swept across the galaxy? And any word about our enemy?
Yes. My team is understaffed, so I sent some volunteers to investigate the site.
Volunteers? Who?
Wow, this is so incredible! It's an Adamski-type UFO! Did you see that, Miss Gosko? How are you?
I'm doing okay, thank you. What's going on with the air conditioning?
It's 82 degrees in here.
Stop complaining, it's over 86 in here.
No response. Are you having any luck on your end, Parfait?
The system is ancient. Maybe it's some kind of prototype. That would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
Hey, come on and help me out over here.
Hey!
Would you please just stay still for a sec?
Come on, how are we supposed to download the data? As the brave crew takes over the enemy ship, Magno's family find themselves faced with an entirely new crisis.
Highway, if you don't have something to do, why don't you help out?
I am doing something.
Wait up, we need a lift.
Fooling around again?
Highway.
Barnett and Jura sure got a lot of stuff. We're lucky that our rooms are all right, so we don't have to move. Ribbit.
She's pushing my buttons.
You're not helping matters. Why is that rope tied to you?
This elevator's only a temporary one. You're on your own if it falls. See you later.
You're kidding, right?
Highway!
Hey, what are you... Oh!
So these were the only men left, is that right?
We'll have to depend upon them until we fully understand all the systems on this ship.
Yes, I've never seen anything like it before. It was as if this ship had a will of its own. Very unnerving.
It was so unnerving. My comrades were falling one after another, and before long, I was the only one left. The one thought on my mind was how close I was to death. But I persevered because I knew it was my duty as a soldier to live on and retake the ship from the women no matter the odds. And now fate has provided me with 2 allies. What do you say? The three
This
of us will
stinks.
join forces.
I thought I'd changed my life,
Plan.
but look how things ended up. But still, what the heck?
Happened back there? Who made that Vanguard, and why did it combine with a Magerian fighter?
How should I know? But forget about that. You think I'm gonna forgive you for socking me before?
Calm down. There's no need to be upset. I was just thinking of your best interests.
You really don't know when to shut up, do you? There's enough hot air in here as it is.
He's simply worried. He's trying to take his mind off of things with conversation. Try to forgive him.
Wow, you're pretty sharp. You must be one of the elite. So what do you think then? With my superior speaking ability and your brains, we won't have any trouble dealing with those
Can you repeat that, please?
Oh, we were just sort of joking around.
I'd like to hear your jokes. You'll come with me, won't you?
I'd be happy to, as long as it's of a social nature.
This place looks more like a giant factory than a spaceship to me.
Wow, it's amazing! Look at that!
Well, anything substantial?
We're searching the database for clues right now, but it's pretty hefty, Captain.
Hey, Miss Gosko! Would it be okay if I looked around for a while?
Absolutely not. We've got work to do.
I can't stop!
Yes, BC?
I brought our navigator here.
I'll be right there. I leave the investigation in your hands, Gascoigne.
Gotcha.
Hello there. I hear that there's something you want from me?
Yes, that thing. We haven't been able to operate it, so tell us how you did it.
Of course. I guess I'd better. Given the circumstances, I have no choice. Now try and listen closely. This is a male ship, which means only men can operate it. So I'd say it was very fortunate for all of you that you happened to find me. In fact, I suppose you could say that I'm an indispensable...
I really don't understand this system at all.
Okay.
What's happening now?
What's going on?
The system just booted up, Captain. Projecting current destination.
What in blazes did you do in there?
Huh? No, just hold on a minute.
I finished copying the data. Are you there?
Miss Gasco. Dita. If you can hear me, please respond.
Release the markers.
Roger. Miss Gasco.
Huh? Ezra, what's wrong?
Who the hell are you? What are you trying to get me to do? And what is that huge robot anyway? This all part of your plan? What do you want from me?
Hibiki,
Grandpa,
I want you to go to the city, Hibiki,
why?
in order to know yourself.
I already know enough about myself.
No, you don't. Friends are like mirrors. You can see your reflection in them. Go and meet some people and make some friends, so you can learn more about yourself.
Grandpa. What the hell do you think you're doing?
I was checking your temperature, that's all.
I'm all right, Doc. There's nothing wrong with me.
Except that you were mumbling in your sleep. Who's Grandpa?
Grandpa's just Grandpa. He's nobody special. He's the one who raised me ever since I was little.
Peculiar. I find it rather hard to believe that one of the first generation would be in contact with you.
You're called Duello, correct? It's your turn to come with me, if you aren't too busy, of course.
The crystalline response is down 45%.
Temperature's up 6 degrees. What's going on here, girls?
I have no idea where to even start.
Just do what you can. How about you?
Something interesting? I don't know.
Sick?
She's running a fever and it won't go down. Will you take a look at her?
That's curious. I was under the impression that your medical technology was fairly advanced.
You really are one of the elite. You probe for information with every opportunity you have. Very well. Approximately 90% of our ship's systems are offline right now. And unfortunately, that includes the medical systems. Is that enough information?
I'll examine the patient.
Huh?
What's wrong?
The only things I see are markers.
Something definitely happened here. All right, our work is done. Let's get going.
Roger.
Scanners are picking up a nebula straight ahead of us. We can't regain control of the ship.
It's just one problem after another.
This is Maya. The platform's offline. We're unable to retrieve Dita and the others.
Shura and I've been trapped in this elevator for hours. Someone help us!
Ah! We're headed straight into that? How do I stop this thing? Hold on!
Engineering, I'm trying to work on a patient. Make power to the sickbay a priority.
Hey, we've got our own problems here. I'd love to do that for you. It's just that I can't read men's language.
If I were there, I could read it for you.
Go right ahead.
Ow! Would you raise the shield already, please?
It's a man! Huh? Oh, come over here. I'm trying to check the status of the Pixis, but I can't really do much if I can't read the data.
It's just a high-type number 6. What are you doing?
I haven't figured out the exact reason, but the Pixis and this guy's wavelengths are linked. I thought it'd make a good sensor, but I can't read the display.
I see.
How is it?
Impurities are spreading within the main engine room. It appears that it's likely some sort of reaction to all of a sudden changes.
As I understand it, the system was originally meant to collect and tap into the energy from the crystal's growth. But this reaction...
Perhaps it's due to the fusion of the two ships.
Probably. Do you know how to correct it?
I'm sorry, but I happen to be a medical doctor, not an engineer.
That's no excuse.
Everything that moves is alive. That's what I believe anyway. And it's a doctor's job to fix all living things, right?
You have a very interesting perspective.
Captain, it appears the engines have shut down.
Just when I get the good news that we've stopped, we end up in a nebula.
Captain! The readings show a section of the ship is transforming again.
The ship's parameters are starting to change.
I see it. Why is this happening all of a sudden?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
What's with this thing?
Perhaps it has something to do with the composition of the nebula.
That's it! The ship must be getting rid of the built-up impurities and neutralizing them all.
Fascinating. It is behaving like a living being.
Captain, I have a suggestion for you.
Go ahead.
Our investigation has determined that the male Vanguard should be able to launch with no problem.
I'm listening.
It's a potential risk, but we could possibly have the man use it to search for Dita in Gascogne.
That's not a bad idea.
Acknowledged.
By the way, what are you doing in the men's section of the ship?
Just fulfilling my duty as your first mate. Over.
It's not working at all!
Well, this is real comfortable. I can't believe I screwed things up this bad.
Hold on, I'll get the tools from the Dread.
Don't bother.
Huh?
Did you forget our mission? We came here with a job to do and someone needs to return with the data.
I can't just leave you here, Miss Gasco.
Who said you were leaving me here to rot? This isn't some third-rate soap opera. I want you to go back and get some help.
Okay. I'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere.
Looks like I've got company. My, what an interesting outfit.
So it's my turn to go with you now, is that it?
On the contrary, I came here to ask you for a favor.
A favor?
I'm going to be honest with you. We left 2 crewmates behind. I'd like you to help us get them back.
Ha! Give me one good reason why I should even care about helping you.
This is not the time for men and women to be fighting with each other. You saw it, didn't you? That unidentified enemy? I thought that you'd be willing to help us since you were able to defeat them before. The strong are supposed to help the weak. I heard that ideal was common sense in a man's world, but I guess not.
Fine! I've already shown you a side of me I probably shouldn't have, but I'm not gonna do this again. I'm not gonna give in to your threats anymore.
Oh, am I threatening you? It wasn't intended that way.
Look at this. The intake-outtake ratio is off.
It's because there aren't enough link routes.
But the existing ones can't handle the stress.
Don't give up like that. There has to be an answer.
How about a bypass? When there's a blocked artery, you simply need to create a different route for it.
A detour, huh? Great idea. You know something? You wouldn't make a bad engineer. Listen up, everybody. It's time to get busy. Something's on an intercept course.
What is it this time?
An asteroid-sized ice mass is on a collision course with this ship, Captain.
Did you hear that? Do something!
Help me! Get me out of here!
What the hell are these things? They can regenerate even under these conditions? I guess I know what you want to have for dinner.
I really hate aliens who don't know when it's enough. From the front, too?
Hey, you! Is that any way to thank someone who came all the way to get ya?
The alien!
Get away!
You came all this way to save me, didn't you? You really are a good alien.
Would you knock that off?
Oh, wow! What is this?
Hey, would you quit moving around?
I want you to know that I believed in you. I knew that no matter what happened, you would come and rescue me.
I didn't come here to rescue you. I was just looking for you.
Well, thank you.
guys work pretty efficiently. We could use some hard workers like you. So it's finally my turn, huh? You put off saving me to the last minute, but I guess I couldn't have asked for a better ending than this one.
We've managed to secure up to 36 bypasses. How about you?
I can't do any more over here. We'll have to make do with what we have.
No way. We'll throw the balance off completely if there aren't enough detours.
Do you know what doctors do when we're faced with similar situations?
Huh?
We believe in the patient's will to live.
The ice mass is getting closer. No response from the Pegasus. We have no control. Distance 12,000. Oh, the system's just booted back up.
Beep. I'm back in service.
All right, the system is back to normal. Are we good or what?
Beep.
Hard to starboard, 30 degrees.
Oh, please, no! Looks like this is the end for me. Huh?
What's that? So he saves the day again.
For some reason, I feel really tired right now.
See, I told you it was amazing.
Yeah, great. Now get me out of here. Jeez. The captain and I have just concluded our meeting. We've decided we should inform the entire crew of our current situation. Upon analyzing the data we retrieved from the enemy debris, we have gathered some intelligence on our enemy. I'd like you all to take a look at this image. This is their home planet. We don't know its exact location, but they seem to have quite a lot of firepower.
Strange-looking planet.
We are currently in this enemy's territory, and they are attacking us because they perceive our presence to be hostile. For this reason, we expect more battles with this enemy to occur along our return course to Magerian space. We learned something else from the data. Our enemy is about to launch a full-scale operation which calls for the destruction of our homeworld Majer as well as the male planet Tarak. Our faceless enemy is for some unknown reason planning for the complete obliteration of our home planets.
We are pirates, and as such, our loyalties are not bound to either Majer or Tarak. However, it's certainly not in our best interest to allow an unknown force to destroy our potential customers. Therefore, I plan to reach our home system before our enemy does to inform both worlds of this crisis. In order to be successful, we must incorporate the men we have taken prisoner into our crew.
Huh?
So you finally see it my way.
There are many things we don't understand yet, such as the ship and that large machine. But I'm sure we'll learn more about these one piece at a time as we continue on our journey. I expect the cooperation of the entire crew. That is all.
I'm sorry I was down before. I'll be returning to my station.
So have you determined the cause of the fever yet?
Well, the reason is...
There appears to be some sort of parasitic organism feeding on my patient's body.
No, you're mistaken. Well, you see, it looks like I'll be having a baby. Ezra, when in the world did you become a Fama? So who's the Oma?
But I thought babies were supposed to be made in a factory.
Come to think of it, I have heard the rumor that women reproduce internally.
Captain, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I was planning to tell you once we had finished the raid on the men before.
There's nothing to apologize for, Ezra. I hope you have a healthy baby.
Jeez, Ezra, why didn't you tell us anything? Come on, tell us. Who's the Oma?
What is that exactly?
The Oma donates an egg, and the Fama nurtures it in her womb. Don't you know anything?
This is the first I've heard of it.
We certainly have our share of things to be surprised about around here. Right, BC?
Yes, certainly, Captain.
The whole crew had better work as hard as it can, especially for the new life that will be joining us.
Right. It appears this is going to be a long trip.
Hey, Jura? When do you think someone's gonna come and get us out of here? Someone help us.